Okay, practice test 2. Remember, we have a test tomorrow. We have 2 days to practice to make sure that we can do this test best we can. So you see this assignment looks a little bit different. The reason why is we tried notes, and you guys weren't feeling the notes. We're going to try something a little bit different. So I'm going to solve this first example for you. First thing we do is we distribute the 3. So I get 3x plus 3 is equal to 9. And then after that, I'm going to minus 3 to both sides. So I get the x by itself on the left side. 9 minus 3 is 6. And then the last step, divide by 3 so that x is completely by itself. So x is equal to 2. So on this right side, I want you to actually verbalize what you did, whether you want to type or write. So I'm going to say first what I did was I distribute the 3. I distribute 3 to the parentheses. That's the first thing I did. And why did I do that? I did that because I need to get rid of the parentheses. That's essentially the reason why we're doing it, because the parentheses is there. We cannot do anything until we get rid of it. Take away the parentheses. Okay, what is the second thing we did? Right here, we subtract 3 to both sides. So I'm going to say then I subtract or minus, they're the same thing. 3 to both sides. Okay, and why did I do that? Because I want I'm going to say because I want all numbers without x. And you can write this in your own words too, if it works better for you. Without x on the right side. Okay. And then the last step I did, I divide both sides by 3. And then I divided both sides by 3. Because, or after I did, therefore, x is equal to 2. Okay. So you just verbalize exactly what you did. My hope is that when you're looking at the practice problem and you forgot how we did it, you can come back and read exactly what you did, step by step. Okay, I'll do the next one for you. Okay, so this one, it looks a little funky. You have a fraction here. You don't have a fraction here. Okay, remember one thing I talked about is highlight where your x is and everything with it. The 4 and the x are together, so you cannot break them apart yet. We had to get rid of this 3 first. You must get rid of that 3 first. So then I have x over 4 is equal to negative 9. Negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9. Then I see that it's a fraction. So to get rid of a fraction, which is just a division, I'm going to multiply. When I multiply, if I have a 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom, they go away. So I'm left with an x. And then negative 4 times 9, that's a negative 36. So let's verbalize what I did. First, I subtract 3 from both sides. Because, and you can use the exact same reason you did up here. and I'm just going to copy and paste it. So use your scissor tool, highlight it, click and hold, I believe. That's not going to work. Because you can't copy and paste. Okay, we'll write it. Because I want numbers without x on right side. And sometimes they'll be on the left side, which is okay too. So any side really is okay. But in this case, it's on the right side. Okay, next thing I did, I multiply both sides by 4. Then I multiply both sides by 4. Because, so the next part is because I want x by itself. Okay, so here we got to answer, therefore x is equal to negative 36. And you see, we didn't even need that part. Okay, so this is an easier step. Okay, last one. So first thing I would do here, first we identify our x and we draw that line. I'm going to subtract 3 to both sides, and notice that I lined the 3 up with the negative 5 because those numbers don't have an x. So this 4x, we did not do anything to it, so that comes down. 3x goes away. Same thing with the 2x, we didn't do anything to it. And then negative 5 minus negative 3, that gives you negative 8. Okay, next step. I note over here on my left side, I have a 4x. There's nothing else with it, so I'm good there. But on this right side, I have a 2x and the 8. So like I said earlier, I wanted all the x on one side, all the numbers without x on one side. So here I need to get rid of this 2x. So 4 minus 2x, that gives you 2x. And then over here I have negative 8. I'm going to divide by 2 to both sides to get rid of the 2. And that leaves me with x is equal to negative 4. Okay, so let's write what I did. So first I subtracted 3. From both sides. Because I want, I'm going to use different words this time. You can use anywhere you want to describe how you are feeling with this. Because I want only x. Or only numbers with x. X on the left side. Okay, next thing I did, I minus 2x from both sides. Then I subtract 2x from both sides. Okay, because, and you know, you can just say the same reason you said for the top one. Because I want x on left side. And I'm getting a little vague here, which is okay. As long as you understand what you're doing. Okay, and then last thing we did was we divide both sides by 2. Then I divide both sides by 2. To get x by itself. Therefore, x is equal to negative 4. So I want you to try that. You don't have to write that for all of them. We're going to do this as a class activity where I only want to see you do that on one to get the idea and the habit of explaining what you're doing.